You know how much I love a double cleanse and especially love to start that double cleanse with a cleansing balm, but something I overwhelmingly hear from people is that cleansing balms aren't always affordable. So today I have rounded up some of my favorite affordable cleansing balms. Alright, so cleansing balms. If you don't know what they are oil-based cleansers, but they start off as a solid and then you warm them up into more of an oil kind of texture. That way you can work it onto dry skin and then eventually break down all of your makeup and grime and SPF from the day. The reason why cleansing balms tend to not be that affordable is because solid oils like this can be very expensive to formulate with, especially if you're trying to get a really nice formulation where the texture feels great and it doesn't feel too heavy and it breaks down all of your makeup really quickly and then also rinses off nicely. There's a lot of magic that goes on with these types of formulations and they can be very pricey. That said, I think that cleansing balms are becoming so popular that we're even seeing mass brands start to produce cleansing balms now, and they are becoming more affordable because of that. I would say that the one caveat is that a lot of the more affordable cleansing balms tend to be super basic. They just get the job done, but you know what? Sometimes that's all you really need. Alright, so the first one I'm gonna start with is by e.l.f. This is the Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. This one is truly a very basic cleansing balm that gets the job done. It's made with some really nice emollients and waxes, and it also has a couple of different oils in here. Something that stands out with them is that they have hyaluronic acid, ceramides, and peptides in here. Those are really just nice to support your skin barrier, and like I said, the emollients just help to break everything down. It's kind of like a clear, kind of white texture, and it starts off solid but melts down really quickly. There is a slight fragrance to it, but it's not a very strong fragrance. The couple of times I have used this, I felt like I had to work a little harder to get it to break down my makeup. But like I said, once you add water to it, you emulsify it, and then you rinse it off and go in with your second cleanse, it does feel like it gets the job done. The one thing I'm just wary of is that I don't want it to deter people from using a cleansing balm if they think that like using, say, a makeup wipe is gonna be faster and easier than using something like this. That said, it is only $10 for 2 ounces, so you're getting a lot of value for what it does, and it really does get the job done. The next one is this one from Neutrogena. It is the Makeup Remover Melting Balm. I have to say, just from the start, I was so surprised and actually really happy to see that Neutrogena has a cleansing balm because they're known for makeup wipes, right? And the fact that they're even listening to consumers and putting out a cleansing balm really says a lot to me. This one is a truly basic cleansing balm, and I would say that it's not a pure solid texture when it starts out. It's a little bit more creamy and melts down immediately. I did have a hard time rinsing this one off, so that's something to keep in mind. If you like using a washcloth, you'll find better results rinsing this one off with a washcloth. Next up is this one from Milani. This is their Green Goddess Makeup Melter. This one has cannabis sativa seed oil, which I feel like makes it really creamy and nourishing for the skin. I also feel like the oils that are in this one make it a little bit more appealing to people who have oily skin because they're oils that are more nourishing to those with oily skin. This one is really creamy. I found that it broke down my makeup pretty well, and it also rinsed off really well. So I would say of all of the affordable ones besides my own brand, this is the one that I would probably go for. All right, next up is this one from Soap & Glory. I actually really liked this one. I felt like it did a really great job of breaking down my makeup and also emulsifying and then rinsing off nicely. This one also has one of my favorite vitamin C derivatives, that's THD. I'm not sure how well it works in a cleansing balm, but it's still nice that it has some type of an antioxidant property to it. It's also emollient, and it has all these really nice oils in it. They say they are 4 tender loving oils, and it's oils like marula oil, jojoba, apricot. So they're all really nice, and it makes this beautiful creamy texture. It does feel more balmy when you touch it, and it melts down right away. This one feels more like a true oil to me when it breaks down. And I would say that this one is actually a really good value when you take a look at the different prices of all the cleansing balms that I'm showing here. This one is 3.3 fluid ounces and it's $14.99. So you're actually getting a lot more value with this one than you are with a lot of the other ones like the e.l.f. that's $10, but only 2 ounces. And then last, I have to talk about the one from my brand, NATURIUM. This is our Purple Ginseng Cleansing Balm. This is $19 and it's 3 ounces also. I think that's a great value. Again, when you're comparing the pricing, like $10 sounds like it's really affordable. And maybe if you're just testing out cleansing balm for the first time, that might be a good way to go, is, you know, starting off with like a $10 cleansing balm. But remember, you're not getting as much of the cleansing balm. I also know, because this is my brand, that you don't need a lot of this one to really break down your makeup. It starts off as this solid texture, but immediately works into this sorbet-like texture, and then it really just breaks down all of your makeup as you apply it to your skin and it warms up. Then it emulsifies just like all of the other ones, and then it rinses off really beautifully. The thing that I really want to point out about this one that makes it stand out from some of the others, the Soap & Glory I think does a really good job of having a formulation that has a lot of purpose behind the ingredients, and it's something that we also kept in mind with this cleansing balm as well. I really wanted this to be a cleansing balm for all skin types, sensitive skin and oily skin as well. So we kept that in mind with the ingredients that we were choosing. We went with linoleic acid rich oils that are great and nourishing for all skin types, especially those with oily skin. But then we also put purple ginseng in here, which is great to just balance out that oil production of your skin. So I think that really is something to keep in mind as well. When it comes to some of these cleansing balms, like I said, they are very basic. They're very basic formulations and they just get the job done. Whereas a couple of the other formulations, this one included, are a little bit more thoughtful and you're getting a little bit more for the price. So that's always something that I think people should look at. I also think it's important to point out that, you know, you can't get every single one of these cleansing balms in the exact same stores. The NATURIUM one is available online, but it's also available at Target, but you're not going to get it at any of the drugstores. And I would say the Neutrogena and the Milani are probably the most accessible, both in price, but also because you can get them at drugstores. So that's also something to keep in mind. So those are 5 really great, affordable cleansing balms. The best thing about these is not just the price, but that you can get them at stores that you probably shop at a little bit more often than specialty stores like Sephora or Ulta. I think that says a lot about where we're going with skincare as well, because before that, I feel like cleansing balms weren't really reaching the masses. And now that we're getting more affordable ones, it really tells me that cleansing balms and double cleansing are really starting to become popular. So that makes me super happy, because I think my one mission in life is to stop everyone from using makeup wipes on a regular basis. If you have any suggestions for affordable cleansing balms or just cleansing balms in general that you love, tell us in the comments below. You can ask me any questions you want about these cleansing balms that I talked about. You can also find me on Instagram. I'm at Susan Yara, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.